Hello, welcome to another episode of Coffee Club. Unfortunately, George Edmundson, sometimes known as Fridge, is unavailable today. He's hard at work. Hopefully we'll see him back on the pitch soon. So you boys are stuck with me. As you can see, you've got George Hirst with me and Massimo Luongo. How are you, lads?
Good. Not bad.
Good training.
Long day. Yeah, long day, but yeah, good.
It's long we're doing this now, isn't it?
Just about to be a lot longer now, yeah.
The first question we always go for is, what's your coffee order? What have you boys gone for?
I'm just a straight up latte. I usually like a little bit of syrup in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I tend to vary that up, but
You get that down training round, don't you?
yeah, training on vanilla, hazelnut.
Not quite
Hazelnut's my
great.
go-to. Hazelnut's my go-to, but don't mind the iced coffee as well, to be fair. So
Mass?
To be fair, I've just gone for a black coffee because my normal one's an almond milk flat white
Yeah.
because I like the small cups and that, but yeah, it's gone really boring today.
A little boost. To the rest of
Yeah,
the day.
exactly, just to get me through.
you're
Get me
absolutely
through this.
wired.
Well, thanks for coming in, lads, and doing this. We'll crack on. First question. You've both been here a month or so. What's your favourite spot in Ipswich or Suffolk so far? George, what can we start with you?
Favourite spot? As in,
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
I mean, you mentioned ice latte.
Could be anything.
A few good cafes about.
actually, one of my favourite food spots have been so far. I was there for Sunday lunch the other day. Was the Unruly Pig,
Yeah, very good.
which I know a lot of the boys are pretty into. So got the recommendation, went there, and that was food spot wise. That's probably my my top pick so
It
far.
is very good. They won a lot of awards there. Mass?
I spent a lot of time with the Salt House, actually, so anywhere on that marina, there's a few cafes that I spend my time when I'm just sit there all morning or afternoon.
It is a nice spot at the time.
Yeah, it is, especially when the sun's out and not so much yet, but yeah, I just love my coffee, so I'll just be out.
Ventured to Christchurch Park yet for a little walk? Or
Nope.
I wouldn't know even
that's
now.
another place that
I
I
wouldn't.
think we would recommend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe wait until it gets a little bit warmer.
I'm gonna say get the sun out.
Yeah. What's one thing that the fans might not know about you? Mass?
Ooh, I've actually got a good one. So my mum was born in Indonesia. It's a terrible one. I don't want, it's a long story. So my granddad, so when Indonesia was a Dutch colony, the islands, loads of little islands, and they're all governed by themselves. My granddad was actually a sultan of one of the islands.
Oh, yeah.
So he was a king
Yeah.
of one of the islands. So my mum was
Prince Mars.
my mum was a daughter of a sultan.
Oh, wow.
So
What does that like mean for the family? Does it have
to
any
be
impact
fair,
or-
yeah. So when they were growing up, my mum was like, well, it's like, I think that they were like the head of the state
Yeah.
of the area. So, you know, when obviously they got their independence, it become a whole governing body, whatever you call it. So, yeah, they had a little brief spell of royalty, I guess you might say. Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, George, you can do well to.
I don't even think it's worth asking me that question.
There must be
I'm
something
not quite that
quirky.
interested. Something quirky. I'll be honest. There's not really much. There's not really much other than what you see. I mean, I was almost a centre half.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was sort of 14, 15, I remember. I know it's probably quite boring compared to what Mash just said.
We'll leave that to everyone. I will come back to it.
Okay, yeah, come back to
Just
it.
have a
Yeah,
little-
come back to it, and I'll be
back in mind.
racking my brain.
I should have gone second.
Yeah.
Should have gone second, to be fair. I should have looked at that question before we started.
That was quite long. Yes. A lot of the squad are completing their coaching badges at the moment. You boys might be doing the same. Which current manager would you say you are most like? And then maybe also, who are the other lads like? Sort of current managers out there.
Ooh, I'd like to say I'd be quite a sort of laid-back manager, I think, as in the sense of the lads all know the jobs, but, you know, I wouldn't be screaming and shouting, and I wouldn't be getting the boys in,
Yeah.
you know, on a Sunday at 7 o'clock if we've just lost on a Saturday, running up and down. I wouldn't be that kind of manager. I'd be pretty fair on them, but also know also know the jobs. So I don't know, I feel like Sean Dyche is like I like his way of thinking. He's quite fun. I like watching him in interviews. Like he doesn't really take himself too seriously when he's talking.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all the boys sort of know what's needed. So I probably
Are you doing
Sean's
yours at the
right.
moment?
I'm not at the minute, no. It was probably something I will do in the next few years. I'm a little bit younger than most of the boys. They're doing their badges, to be fair.
Relax.
What are you going for, Mads?
I'm doing it at the moment because I'm not young. Probably myself. I like Simeone. Just like everything about him, the way they play. I don't care if it's ugly. They know how to win. They know how to play the game. Yeah, I really enjoy. And to be fair, a lot of teams I've been at, we've analysed him, and so I'm quite familiar with a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it's a good one. Any other lads? Is anyone fancy themselves as?
I think
like
some
Pep
of them.
Guardiola, or?
Sammy loves Pep.
Yeah.
Sammy loves Pep.
Shauna.
Yeah.
He's got his philosophies.
Yeah. To be fair, a lot of them take it from Pep. You know, even I think Burge sort of tries to mimic what the gaffer's doing.
Yeah.
But it's difficult.
It's difficult.
People, I think, you'll be able to do it.
I'd love to see Chappers.
I haven't really spoken to Chappers about
it. I'm not really sure what sort of philosophies the route he's going down, but I'd love to know, because I think it would shock us.
Completely away from football now. Music festival season is coming up, not too far away this summer. Which 3 headliners would you want if you were holding a festival? Mash, you don't seem too convinced on this one.
Festival will be the last place you would see me.
You'd see Mass in the VIP box at the top.
I'd be at a concert.
Private gig in your
I couldn't go in effect like. How?
Would you not fancy camping it out?
No chance, mate. And then they're in mud, they're filthy. Like that's not me. I'll go nuts.
Really
I'll go nuts. If I don't have a second shower within.
Bottle of Frosty Jacks.
Don't even know what that means, mate. Don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I know exactly what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, a private gig then in your garden.
Oh.
Who would you have?
I'm a big fan of Ed Sheeran. So
Yeah.
I've been to 2 concerts already. So I really, me and my
And
wife.
his Australia tour looked brilliant, didn't it?
Just done
Sydney, I think.
I just seen my Facebook flooded with people going there. So he'd be one.
Yeah.
Not because he's here, but because actually.
Matt's trying to get some free tickets.
Yeah, any chance, Ed? Come on.
Passport present as well.
I've got one. Let him get one, and then I'll go again.
George.
I'd go Coldplay.
Yeah.
I think would be my first choice, just because I've never actually seen them live, and I'd love to. I've always seen, videos of people who've been, and everyone I've spoke to who has been to a Coldplay,
It's a bucket list
gig.
one,
It's like it's a proper thing to go and do. So for me, I'd probably say Coldplay. It's quite, a lot of people know a lot of the songs as well. Like they're quite easy going. Probably very different to my next 2 picks, but
I think they'd be headliners. So
they're
who's supporting them?
One of them would be. It's a tough one. It was a toss up between Jay-Z or Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Just because I think they're just a completely different vibe. That's the sort of kind of music that I enjoy listening to. And I just think I'd probably go Jay-Z. I think it's just you get the crowd going, and it's one of those, another bucket list one that you've seen Jay-Z live and
Crowd.
Yeah, get the crowd.
It's gonna be me in my garden, mate.
You inside your garden.
Just watching.
One more to complete the set.
One more to complete the set. Going down the same route, probably. I love 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I love 50 Cent. I just think he's just some of his music's just like that's what I like listening to on my drives into the games and stuff like that. And when we're on the coach, if I've got my earphones in, that's the kind of stuff I'm listening to. Just gets me like head bopping, get me going a little bit. So I think he'd have a good energy and just one of those that I'd just love to see live.
Right, Mash, you got 2 more for your little private garden party.
Yeah. Can I bring people back from the dead?
Yeah, parcel present.
Oh yeah. I think I'll get Amy Winehouse. Be a good combo. And one for my mum. I'm gonna get Actually no, I'm not gonna do that.
Be a bit more selfish.
I've gotta go. Oh, he said Coldplay already. I have no idea who I want to pick.
I've done as well.
No, I can't copy.
That's why I got.
I've gone blank.
That's why I got him in early doors. So I knew they were a good shot.
I've got blank.
Just two.
I don't know.
Maybe you'll get up doing the third one.
No chance. No chance.
I seen his initiation
I'm not
the
bad,
other day,
yeah.
to be fair.
All right, I'll get Queen.
Yeah, I'll give
I'll
myself
get Queen.
a bit of credit.
That's a pretty big one to go blank on, like.
Yeah. No, but, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking more single artists.
Strong lineup though.
Yeah.
Really strong lineup.
Be a loud one in my garden, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
For myself.
You'd have the neighbours round and all sorts.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the pressure's on you again, Mass. This one is a question for you. What's one Australian sweet or food that you love, and also one British one?
Oh, I love Tim Tams.
So I was going to say that the only Australian sweet I've had is pretty much Tim Tams. But
Have you had it the right way of doing it?
You're supposed to dunk it in milk or something. I don't know.
So it's like a rectangle, isn't it? And then you chew one end, like take a little bit off, take the little bit off, and suck it as a straw.
Oh, okay.
So you suck
Does it work?
suck the hot coffee or tea through it,
Yeah.
and you just chuck in your mouth, and you eat it,
Yeah.
and it just.
So what is a Tim Tam?
Is
Tim Tam?
it like close to the bourbon sort of biscuit, maybe? Is that fair? Don't want to insult it.
Don't insult it. It's like
Just compare Australia's
wafer
favourite sweet to a
chocolate,
bourbon.
and then it's coated in chocolate. But
Okay.
it's like
yeah.
Aussie sweets are just like
Sounds like a Kit
they
Kat.
don't skip on the sugar. They don't skip on any try to be healthy. They're just full on, and it's
All
brilliant.
in.
Yeah.
They
Even
are really
now, I think even now like Allen's. We have a brand called Allen's Snakes, and they're top, like 10 times better than Haribo's.
British one. I'm a sucker for like Kinder
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff, like the Kinder Buenos, the white chocolate ones.
Is that British? Can they claim that?
I mean, are we claiming that? Oh yeah, maybe that's not straight up British. I mean, if we're going down that route, I wouldn't know what is a British.
Could be. I don't know. It's a question.
Yeah, I mean they sell it.
That's worldwide.
They sell it where I go shopping, so I take
like
it.
biscuits.
A
I
Mars
take
bar.
it as British.
You like Haribo's?
Where was original?
Love a Haribo. Werther's, yeah. To be fair, I don't mind a Werther's.
They must be British.
Werther's just sounds British, doesn't it? So you'd like to think so.
No, it's terrible.
Well, we're on food again. Mass, this is a good one for you because you said about Italy, didn't you?
Yeah, my dad's a chef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What country has the best cuisine?
Oh, the best. That's a hard one.
That's really tough.
I think obviously, I personally love Greek food.
Yeah.
That is like my
Great choice.
Greek meze.
Or the
A lot can
gyros.
come under that, like because then you got like Euros is unbelievable, but like I like proper Greek food.
Yeah.
But in turn, I also like Turkish food. And I'm not saying they're the same, but they're very similar types of way of eating.
Similar, but
Similar
with
concept.
Small.
with a good difference.
Yeah, but I would put Greek top for me, for myself.
George.
I've got to say, if I was going out for a bite to eat, it'd either have to be Italian or like Asian style.
Yeah.
Like your noodles and black cod is my favourite dish in the world, I think. And I love like Asian
Fancy.
food. Just I know.
Jeez.
I know. I don't have it often. But yeah, I'd probably say like the Asian style where it's like, you get your little starters, and rather than having a starter main dessert, it's like you can just sort of order a few bits, pick a few bits.
If you were to be a professional in any other sport, what would it be?
Easy one.
Go on, then, George.
You're gonna say golf,
first.
aren't you?
Golf,
Yeah.
all day long. Obviously it's second to football. But if I was not a footballer, then every second of my day would be spent at the driving range.
Bad question.
Just working on
What's
things.
your favourite event?
On the golf calendar,
Yeah.
it's got to be the Masters. I know that's quite a boring answer, but I do actually like the Open.
Yeah.
When you're playing the link style courses and just seeing the people who play on the PGA Tour and that in America, it's like they come over and play the Open in Wales or Ireland or wherever it's held, and just seeing them hit the different shots, playing in the windy conditions, and I feel like it's no two shots or 2 rounds of golf are the same. So it's like
Such a lie. It's
not,
because you go to
you're
sunny
just hitting
places, you play on your own time, and you make a really good amount of money for being a professional. You don't even have to be the best. You don't even have to be the best. You can just be a professional and you'll make.
You're not signing
I
up
just
for
like the idea of
Saturday,
it's sort of me, like
Yeah.
I'm in control of it. You know what I mean? And that's like, I'm hitting the shot, and then I can hit 10 bad shots at the driving range, which I do quite often, to be fair. But you hit that one good shot, and it's like you want to go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it just sort of, once you're hooked, it's very hard to unhook yourself, and I'm definitely hooked. So.
Did you have one, Mass? You got?
I don't even play golf, and I'll choose golf because it's seems like the best lifestyle. That's the only reason.
Just traveling the world.
Must be another sport that you're really interested in, or you're into?
Oh, I love tennis. I love watching tennis.
Yeah.
But they just seem like they're always on the road. Like, I know golfers are, but
Bit of Aussie rules.
tennis,
no?
they play Aussie rules. Nah.
Not for you. I watched it a couple of times.
No, it's a great sport. Great sport.
Yeah.
If I could be physically like built like they are, it'd be unreal. But no, I'm not choosing that.
Quick one to finish. What's a film or a series that you've been watching recently or currently watching that you maybe recommend to the supporters? Who wants to go first, this one?
Do a movie on the series?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got two, great.
If I was going to tell everybody to watch some movies, it would be watch all the Marvel films,
Right.
but watch them in the
order.
right order from start to the most recent one.
Yeah.
And you that's like my little nerdy.
Yeah, I'm a Marvel fan.
I'm a
as well.
proper Marvel
From Iron
fan.
Man onwards.
Yeah, just from start to finish, Captain America all the way through, all the Avengers, all that sort of stuff. That would be my film if you've got hours and hours to spare.
I was going to say,
Because there's quite a few films now. There's probably close to 30. There was sort of 24 when I started it. But that would be my film to start from scratch.
Mass?
Fill plenty of time up.
Oh, what have I been watching lately? That I would recommend. Oh, I could put my name to it. So
Gotta be a big one.
recently, I'm watching everything at the moment.
Yeah,
so
same.
there's so many.
Have you been watching The Last of Us?
Brilliant.
Okay, well that's an
Not
easy
seen
one
it.
to recommend.
I know it's not finished yet, but watch the last. I love zombie films, anything, and I played the game as well, so I was well into it.
You'll go with that.
But it's wicked. Honestly, at the moment, it's probably the best out at the moment. Also, I've been watching White Lotus on. Is it Sky?
I don't know that one, but I think I've seen it.
It's
I've
weird.
been meaning to watch that.
It's weird,
Everyone
but
says
it's
a
pretty
bit
good.
weird, yeah.
It's a bit strange and odd, but it's good.
Drama? Is it? Like a thriller?
No, it is.
Apparently it's just weird.
It's a drama.
Oh, right, okay.
It's just a weird,
Yeah.
short kind of series. It's just weird.
Two good ones.
Yeah.
For the fan. Did you have a series lined up, George, as well? Or?
I got one, probably, if you were going to watch, sort of like if you're like a con artist and a scammer, it's not too gory, it's not, murders and all that sort of stuff. White Collar.
Right.
If you can get hold of watching White Collar, Amazon Prime or something like that, you can watch it, but that's like the main character in it is top drawer, he's just the coolest guy in the world, so that would be my pick for a series.
Nice. That's two good series there, as well as the Marvel films.
Yeah.
Lads, it's been great having you in. Thanks
pleasure.
for coming down for a coffee. Thanks for watching, guys, and also thanks to our sponsors, Come Back to Coffee. Hope you enjoyed the episode.